Hello. Can you
Yes,
hear
sir.
me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. Thank you. So tell me, Ashish, how many houses are there in the Indian legislature and what are they? Can you hear me, Ashish?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me. Indian legislature is constituted of dash houses. How many are there?
Two.
Two. What are they?
Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha.
Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha. Yesterday I asked the same question to him, right?
Yes, sir.
I want to listen that words. Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha. Okay, fine. Ashish, it's Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, right? Okay, fine. What happened, Amal Raj? In trouble? Okay. So again, we are going back to our textbook here. So opening. So yesterday we discussed about the functions of Lok Sabha, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha and their special powers. Special powers here. So we are here at page number 108. 108 there. Here, the government has to give an account to the legislature about the money it has spent and resources that it wishes to raise. The legislature also ensures that the government does not misspend or overspend. This is done through the budget and annual financial statements. Okay, so it is the responsibility of the legislature to control the executive. Control the executive. So legislature always will observe the activities of the executive and always check the activities of the executive, always control the executive by using different methods there. So basically the legislature controlling the executive by spending more money, I mean overspend or misspend. So always it will observe the financial statements and budget of the government every year. Okay, next one, representation. So parliament represents the divergent views of members from different regional, social, economic, religious groups of different part of the country. So in parliament, we are able to see different types of people. Okay, different representatives. Basically, they are representing different regional, I mean regions in the country, different social groups in the country, different economical groups in the country, religious groups. Okay, of different part of the country. So their representatives are from different groups or different societies within the country. Okay, next one, the debating function of the government, I mean the legislature. The parliament is the highest form of debate or form of debate in the country. There is no limitation on its powers of discussion. So whatever may be, okay, maybe an incident or a policy or program for the well-being of the people. Okay, all such kind of discussion we are able to find. Okay, we are able to see in the legislature. So there is no limitation on its powers of discussion. Members are free to speak on any matter without fear. So the members in the parliament or the state legislature, they are free to speak any matter without any fear. This makes it possible for the parliament to analyze any or every issue that faces the nation. These discussions constitute the heart of democratic decision making. So we know that, okay, transparency. Almost all the people, they want to participate in the decision making of the government in that activity, but it is not possible for the direct participation. So we choosing or we are electing our representative to participate in that debates. Okay, so we can see or we can say all the members in the parliament directly they will participate in the discussions and debates on democratic decision making. Okay, next one, constituent factor. The parliament has the power to discussing and enacting changes to the constitution. The constituent powers of both the houses are similar. All constitutional amendments have to be approved by the special majority of both houses. Okay, if any changes want to make in the constitution, okay, both the legislature, I mean both the houses of the legislature, that is the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, want to participate and want to provide their consent to making changes in the legislature. Clear? That is what the constituent function of the legislature. Underline that. The parliament has the power to discussing and enacting changes to the constitution. Okay. If any changes are necessary, it is the responsibility of the legislature to conduct a meeting of both the houses, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, to make changes in the constitution. Okay. All constitutional amendments have to be approved by a special majority of both houses. So, if any changes is necessary, a particular number of members from both houses want to support it, then only we are able to make changes. Okay. So, what happened, Ashish? Ashish, are you able to understand these things there? Ashish, are you following? Okay, fine. So next one is electoral functions. Electoral functions. The parliament also performs some electoral functions. It elects the president and vice president of India, as we know, right? Okay, through the PR system or indirect election, it is the responsibility of the legislature to elect the president of the country and the vice president of the country. Okay, so underline and write all these things as the answer for the question, what are the functions of the legislature? What are the functions of the legislature? That's starting from page number 108. Okay, from representation to debating function. Next one it is we can see constituent function, electoral function. Next one is judicial functions of the parliament. Okay, the judicial functions of the parliament includes considering the proposals of or for removal the president, vice president, and the judges of high courts and Supreme Court. It is the responsibility of the parliament, and it's one of the main function of the parliament. It is called to be judicial function. So judicial powers also are there for the legislature. Okay, that only related with removal of the president, impeachment of the president, vice president, removal of the vice president. Next one, removal of judges from high court or Supreme Court if they find they are guilty for some reason or some related with some aspects. They are felt guilty or they are feeling that the people committed some mistakes, so it is a responsibility of the legislature to make them away from the power. Okay, clear? So these are the functions of the parliament. Okay, now we are going to discussing about the differences of powers, the powers of Lok Sabha and the powers of Rajya Sabha. Powers of Lok Sabha and powers of Rajya Sabha. Okay, so what are the powers of Lok Sabha? It makes laws on matters including union list and concurrent list, can introduce and enact money and non-money bills. Okay, so the Lok Sabha, it is powerful than Rajya Sabha, we know that. So it is able to create laws on matters included in the union list and the concurrent list. Union list means we know that. Okay, the rules and regulation only for the central government. So central government want to act as per the union list. Concurrent list, both central and state affairs are there. Both government want to together complete some tasks. Such kind of tasks are there in the concurrent list. Clear? Such kind of assignments are there in the concurrent list. So the parliament is able to make or making changes in the existing laws or able to create new laws that are related with the union list and concurrent list. Can introduce and enact money and non-money bills. So it is the responsibility of the the Lok Sabha introduce money bills, making changes in the money bills or non-money bills. If you want to make any new rules and regulation, the Lok Sabha can do that. Next one, approves proposal for taxation, budgets and annual financial statement. Okay, and next powers of the Lok Sabha, it will always approve the proposal of taxation, want to increase the tax or decrease the tax. Creating budgets and annual financial statements. Okay, so annual financial statement is a part of the budget, right or not? So it always approves the proposal for taxation, budgets and annual financial statements. Aishwarya, come back, completed that. Aishwarya?
Yes.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, third one, control the executive by asking questions, supplementary questions. So it's the responsibility or the power of the Lok Sabha. What is that? Controlling the executive by asking questions. Okay, so in Lok Sabha, it is the power of the each and every member. They are able to ask questions to the ministers. Okay, you have observed the Lok Sabha summit or state legislature summit so far? No. No chance. Okay, just observe it so you are able to find it. Okay, I only told you that 2-3 days before there was a summit of a Kerala legislature. Anyone observe that? Nobody. Okay, so supplementary questions. Okay, they can ask questions and a question related to the primary question. Right? You can ask one question and related with that question, any supplementary questions are there, the members can ask to the ministers. Resolutions and motions through no confidence motion. Okay, here the government or what we can say, the MLAs want to give support to the government, then only that particular party can create the government, right or not? If a government or the members, they lost confidence on the ministry, they can go for a no confidence motion there. Okay, no confidence motion means that the government want to prove its majority in the government, I mean in the parliament or the state legislature. If it is not so, the government will dissolve. That's it. Next one, amend the constitution. Amend the constitution, making changes in the constitution. Approve the proclamation of emergency. Okay, emergency in the sense of some special situations like a war or a civil war. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, a war or a civil war, country will face a problem. That time, the government or the parliament have the power to declare emergency. Emergency in the sense, almost all the normal activities of the government will suspend. Normal activities of the people will suspend for some time. So we have witnessed that already, right? At the time of the pandemic, Corona, the government declared emergency. So our normal life that changed to something else. Clear or not? Everywhere, what we can say, restrictions are there, right? Okay, so that's going to be the proclamation of emergency. Okay, next one, elects the president and vice president and removes judges of Supreme Court and High Court. Another power. So, electing the president, vice president and remove the judges from Supreme Court or the High Court. That is another power of the Lok Sabha. Next one, establishes committees and commissions and considers their reports. Okay, so commissions are the committees and commissions. So, what do you mean the commissions and committees there here? Group of people assigned by or appointed by the parliament, basically the Lok Sabha, to find out the various problems of the people related with the different issues. So the committee will study about that and will provide a report to the Lok Sabha. So Lok Sabha can accept it and they have the power to reject it also. Clear or not? So they will appoint a group of people to study about the problems of the people and that committee will submit a report with suggestions. Okay, so it is the responsibility of the Lok Sabha to accept it or reject it. Clear? So these are the powers of Lok Sabha. Next one, the powers of Rajya Sabha. Okay, so Rajya Sabha considers and approves non-money bills and suggests amendment to money bills. Okay, so basically Rajya Sabha will not participate the discussion on money bills there basically. Rajya Sabha don't approve that. So money bills in the sense that related with the budget and taxation, financial statements, right? Okay, but it can suggest changes in the money bill. Can suggest. Okay, next one, approves constitutional amendment. Okay, so Lok Sabha have the power to amend it and Rajya Sabha want to approve the constitutional amendments. Exercise control over executive by asking questions, introducing motions and resolutions. So like Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha also can participate in the parliament session, can ask questions, introducing motions and resolution. The Rajya Sabha also can do the same. Next one, participate in the election and the removal of the president, vice president, judges of Supreme Court, of High Court and High Court. It can alone initiate the procedure to removal of a vice president, the special power. Okay, it can alone initiate the procedure to removal of the vice president because he is the head of that Sabha. I mean, vice president is the head of the Rajya Sabha. Clear? The head of the Rajya Sabha, it is vice president. Who is the present head of Rajya Sabha? What is his name? The present speaker of Rajya Sabha. Who is he? What is his name? Any idea? That is the vice president of India. Okay. Who is the speaker of Lok Sabha? The speaker of Lok Sabha? Okay. Write down now. Not the answer but the question. Okay, write down that. Find out the name of the Speaker of Lok Sabha. Deputy Speaker. Speaker and a Deputy Speaker. I want the answer next day. Okay, you want to find out that. Definitely you want to learn it, understand that. Okay, Lok Sabha, Speaker and the Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha. Next one, Speaker of Rajya Sabha and Deputy Speaker. If it is there, you can. Okay, and Council of Ministers in the Central Ministry. Different departments and the name of the ministers. Different departments and the names of those ministers. Okay. Next one, Speaker of Kerala Legislature. Speaker, name the Speaker of Kerala Legislature. Deputy Speaker. Deputy Speaker. Council of Ministers, their names and departments. Names and departments. Okay, like a Home Minister. Is there a Defence Minister for the state of Kerala? Is there a Defence Minister? What is your answer? Is there or not? Is there a Railway Minister for the state of Kerala? No. Civil Aviation Minister?
No.
No. Finance Minister? Okay. If it is there, find it out. If it is not so, okay, now need to find out and want to say why it is not. Okay. So understand all these things there. And next one, Chief Election Commissioner. Name of the Chief Election Commissioner of India. CEC. Chief Election Commissioner of India. And a Chief Election Officer of Kerala. Okay. Name the Chief Justice of Supreme Court of India. Name the Chief Justice of Supreme Court of India. Annual examination, I will keep this kind of questions there, mind it, okay? General knowledge questions will be there. General question in the sense related with our topic only, okay? Not just general knowledge, but it is perfectly related with our topic. So, name the, what we can say, Chief Justice of India. Chief Justice of India. Okay. Name the High Court Judge of India. Sorry, not India, Kerala. Not the India, okay. High Court Justice of India. Sorry, Justice of Kerala. High Court Justice of Kerala. Find out the name of your local self representative. Okay, first of all, find your ward where you are living. Okay, ward number, panchayat. If it is panchayat, means panchayat. If it is municipality, means that one. If it is a corporation, that one. Find out the name of the local self representative. MLA and MP. MLA and MP. Okay, learning political science, and of course you want to know all these details. Understand? At least, I'm not asking anything else. At least you know the basic things. You want to know the basic things there. Okay. Here, next one, the powers of Rajya Sabha. We discussed that. Last point: can give the Union Parliament powers to make laws on matters include in the state list. Okay. Because these representatives in Rajya Sabha, basically they are representing the different states. So this Rajya Sabha can give powers to Lok Sabha to take decisions on the state list or making changes in the state list. Okay, so just understand that much. Okay, so this important question, the differences of powers. Okay, individual questions are there. What are the powers of Lok Sabha and what are the powers of Rajya Sabha? Okay, now we are going to discuss about the powers of Rajya Sabha. We discussed about the functions that are performed by the parliament in general. However, in a bicameral legislature, there is some difference between the powers of two houses. Okay, we know that both the houses are important, but in a bicameral system, we are able to find some differences in the powers of these two houses. Look at the chart showing the powers of Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. We discussed that already. Okay, next one, special powers of Rajya Sabha. Special powers of Rajya Sabha. As you know, the Rajya Sabha is an institutional mechanism to provide a representation to the states. Okay, so basically the members of the Rajya Sabha, they are representing different states of the country. Its purpose is to protect the powers of the state. Underline, the most important purpose of the Rajya Sabha is to protect the will of the states or powers of the states. Therefore, any matter that affects the states must be referred to it for its consent and approval. So matters that are related with the states should get consent of the Rajya Sabha. They want to know it. Okay. Thus, if the union parliament means the central parliament, wishes to remove a matter from the state list. So you know that the difference between the union list, concurrent list and state list. You know or not? If it is not so, I'll explain it again. Okay, for simple understanding, I can say that union list means it's a special part in the constitution where it is perfectly prescribed or written there. What is that? The powers of the central government of the country. Clear or not? Clear. So state government should not interfere in the powers of the central government related with some affairs. Basically, the defense is only under the control of the central government. Okay, so there is no defense minister for Kerala because it is in a which list? Union list. Clear. Railway, clear or not? Which list is that? Union or concurrent? Education, which list is there? Union or concurrent? Okay, for example, I told you that. Yeah, wait. I told you that defense is the part of the central government, right or not? So they are responsible for that. Okay, but coming to education, that's in concurrent list. What is concurrent list? Both the central and state government together want to take actions. Clear or not? Many affairs are there like that. Clear? That's called to be the concurrent list. Okay. Education is an example for that. Okay, education is an example. Both the central and state government together want to create policies and maintain the education or its development in different states with the help of the central government. Right. Next one is called to be the state list. Only state can interfere in that. There is no power for the central government to interfere in such kind of powers of the state. Example, the police department, state police. Right. Clear or not? There is no control by the central government. Okay. Clear or not? This is the difference between these three lists there. That are the state list, concurrent list and the union list. So, if any changes want to make in the state list, Rajya Sabha want to give permission for that. Without the permission or without the consent of Rajya Sabha, the parliament, I mean the Lok Sabha, cannot make any changes in the which list? State list. Okay. Next one, to either the union list or the concurrent list in the interest of the nation. The approval of the Rajya Sabha is necessary. This provision, so if the parliament want to make any changes, I mean the Lok Sabha want to make any changes in the state list, concurrent list or union list, the consent of the Rajya Sabha, it is necessary. The provision adds to the strengthen the Rajya Sabha. However, experience show that the members of Rajya Sabha represent their parties more than they represent their states. Clear? So, the members of Rajya Sabha always will bind with their political parties there. So, their allegiance always with the party but not with the state. That's what the experience says that. Clear? So, what their party decides, they will approve it. That only, nothing more than that. Okay. But actually, they have to take decision related with the interest of the state, but in a real sense, they will not do that. Always they will act as per their party's program and policy. Okay. Clear. So more members are there in the Rajya Sabha from one single party like BJP. What BJP leader says, they have to listen it. They will do it. Clear. Vice versa. If it is a Congress party, they will do the same. Clear. So power is exercised only by the Lok Sabha. We are going to discuss that. Next one. Now we discuss about the special powers of Rajya Sabha. Now special powers of Lok Sabha. Okay. Then there are powers that only the Lok Sabha exercises. What are they? The Rajya Sabha cannot initiate, reject or amend money bills. So money bills, okay, financial bills or financial statements, such kind of decisions, it is only related with the Lok Sabha but not the Rajya Sabha. The Council of Ministers is responsible to the Lok Sabha and not Rajya Sabha. The Council of Ministers are responsible to the Lok Sabha and not to Rajya Sabha. Okay, they are accountable to the Lok Sabha, not the Rajya Sabha. Okay, therefore Rajya Sabha can criticize the government but cannot remove it. So Rajya Sabha have the power to criticize the government but unable to remove the government. But the Lok Sabha have the power to criticize and remove also, right? Yes or no? Okay, that's it. Can you explain why? So answer is, the Rajya Sabha is elected by the MLAs and not directly by the people. That's one problem. Okay, the members of Rajya Sabha are not elected directly from the people. Therefore, the constitutional support short of giving certain powers to the Rajya Sabha. So, the constitution is unable to give more powers to Rajya Sabha. Clear or not? Because we are following a democratical kind of election in which people, they are powerful and the representatives of the people, they are powerful. So, there is less powers to the members of Rajya Sabha because they are not elected directly from the people but elected by the elected representatives. Clear? Okay, or elected by the people's representatives there. Okay, so their powers are limited. In a democratic form as adopted by our constitution, the people are the final authority. By this logic, the representatives directly elected by the people should have the crucial powers. Underline that. So, the representatives, they are directly elected by the people, have the crucial powers of removing a government and controlling the finances. Clear? Budget, financial statements, everything is under the control of the Lok Sabha but not the Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha cannot do anything because they are indirectly elected. Indirectly elected. In a democratic system, all such powers, okay, related with what we can say, removing the government, controlling a finance, everything is coming under the powers of the Lok Sabha. Okay, underline that. In all other spheres, including passing of non-money bills. Okay, non-money bills means the bills without relation, don't have a relation with money matters or financial matters. Okay, constitutional amendments, making changes in the constitution and impeaching the president. Okay, removing the president from his powers. Okay, removing the vice president. Okay, and vice president, the powers of Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha are co-equal. Okay, so in some space like passing a non-money bills, constitutional amendments, impeaching the president and removing the vice president. Okay, in such cases, the powers of Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha are co-equal. Clear? Is that clear or not? So, we wrote 3-4 questions today. Just observe that questions. What are they? First of all, what are the powers of Lok Sabha and what are the powers of Rajya Sabha? What are the powers of Lok Sabha and what are the powers of Rajya Sabha? What are the functions of Parliament? Okay, functions of the Parliament. What are the functions of the Parliament? First question. Next one, what are the differences between powers of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha? Individual questions. What are the powers of Lok Sabha and what are the powers of Rajya Sabha? Next one, what are the special powers of Rajya Sabha and what are the powers of, special powers of Lok Sabha? Special powers. Special powers. Special powers in the sense only Lok Sabha exercising that and special powers of Rajya Sabha means only Rajya Sabha exercising that. Okay, clear or not? Next, why Rajya Sabha cannot interfere in such affairs there or such matters? So the reason is here there because they are not directly elected by the people, so the powers are limited. Powers are limited. Next question, important one. How does the Parliament make laws? Already I told you yesterday, a simple explanation I provided for you people. Okay, so here the question, write the question here, I will underline the question there. How does the Parliament make the laws? Okay, the basic function of any legislature is to make laws for its people. Okay, the most important and basic element of the legislature is to make laws for the people. A definite procedure is followed in the process of making law. Okay, a clear-cut procedure is there, a perfect procedure is there to make laws. Some of the procedure of lawmaking are here mentioned in the constitution. So, what steps or the procedures to make the rules and regulations is mentioned clearly in the constitution, while some have evolved from conventions, but some methods that evolved or that came into existence related with the experiences. Follow a bill through a legislative process and you will clearly see that the law making process is technical and even tedious, means time taking one. Okay, so the making of rules and regulation in country like India, it is not that easy. Okay, democracy, we know that it will take much time to take a decision. After long discussions and deliberations only in a democracy they will take decisions or create a rule or regulation. Now we are able to find one problem related with one rule, right? The Delhi, the farmers bill, the farm bill, right? Yesterday the Supreme Court of India, they suspended it. Actually, not the suspension in the sense not suspending the law entirely, but provided a stay, okay, for a rethink, for a reconsideration. Clear? Don't want to enact it, wait for some time. That's what what we can say, a stay says. Okay. Next one, there are number of methods are there, okay, procedures are there to make a law in a democratic setup, basically in a parliamentary setup. So page number 111. Okay, first of all, people's inputs. The government will collect information from the people. They will think about the desire of the people and basically what people need. Such kind of things will collect through various committees or commissions. That's what people's inputs. People's inputs. Okay, so who will collect the people inputs? The committee, the committees, different committees will collect the inputs, the vision of the people. Later, the committee give the report to the Lok Sabha. Okay, so Lok Sabha has the power to accept it or reject it. So House may or may not accept the report. So committee give the report, House may or may not accept the report. Okay, if it is accepting, this procedure will be there. If we are not accepting, we are not going forward. If we are accepting, detailed discussion of the bill in the House, which House? Lok Sabha. Okay, next one. The people will discuss about, the representatives will discuss about the bill and the suggestions. If the suggestions are good, they will accept it. Okay, and will try to create a rule or a law. Okay, if they are not that much happy with the suggestions, they can reject it. The parliament can reject it also. Clear or not? Okay, so bill is accepted or rejected. Next one, send it to the other house. Send it to the other house. If it is accepted by the Lok Sabha, then the bill will send it to the Rajya Sabha. Okay, next one, the Rajya Sabha can approve or reject it. Okay, can give approve or reject it, but basically the Rajya Sabha will not do that. One Lok Sabha is passed, that one the Rajya Sabha also will accept it. Other house approve or gives a recommendation. So will give some recommendation, some changes if necessary. They will inform that. So the Lok Sabha will do it again. So if it is that kind of various demands are there or various what we can say comments are there, means what we can say a joint session of parliament will be there. Both houses will join together and discuss the particular rule and regulation is necessary or not. That's basically termed as joint session of the parliament. Both houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Okay, finally they will accept it and they will send that bill to the president of the country, president of India. So it is the responsibility of the president to accept or reject. Okay. So he can send it back to Rajya Sabha or Lok Sabha for a reconsideration. Basically, he will send back to the Council of Ministers for the reconsideration. Clear? Clear or not? Okay. So finally, the president will approve it and will sign in that document. Then that bill will become a law. Bill become a law. Clear? Clear or not? Okay. So you can see committee, that will give a suggestion is termed as a bill. Okay, the introduction in either house in the case of non-money bill. If it is a non-money bill, it will introduce in both houses. If it's a money bill, only in Lok Sabha. Next, what will that bill sent to the committee or discussed in the house itself? Which committee? Or which house? Basically it is the Lok Sabha, right? First all these suggestions will go to the Lok Sabha. So this is the procedure to make law, rules and regulations in the country. If you want to make changes in the constitution also, this kind of procedure, okay, both Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and the joint session of the parliament, consent of the president, everything is required. Everything is required. So just read it and we will meet in next period. Okay, fine. Thank you.